Kriya van Wyk made sure that we had good facilities to train on. I think it ultimately boils down to your skill, making sure that you're prepared, you understand it's going to turn, you know the opposition that you're coming up against and how they're going to look to play. So I think the prep is down to how you deal with that personally. Everybody's different. The way that our bowl is different to the way that Sen and Sub's bowl. So I think it's quite a personal thing. But yeah, just making sure that you're confident in your ability because you know that the pressure is going to be put on you.
And then secondly, how quickly is the pitch deteriorating?
Not as much as I thought. I mean, there is turn, especially on day one. But yeah, I think with Shaheen Shah Afridi, a left-hander will open up foot marks for the right-arm off spinner. And yeah, the odd ball's turning, but I think if anything, it'll get lower because the ball sort of deteriorates quickly as well. So I think that'll sort of counterbalance the spin aspect, but I think bounce, the ball keeping low will come into play from tomorrow onwards probably.
Great. Opening up to the floor.
Hi. We saw you that you bowled for the most part of the day from the pavilion end, and you were getting a lot of spin from a lot of turn from there as compared to the turn that the other bowlers were getting from this end, the far end. So was this the assessment of the team that the ball will probably break more from that end, or was it just a case of you bowling better than your teammates?
I think that a lot of things come into play. Which bowlers are better suited from what end, what the wind's doing, if there's a shorter boundary. So I think we had to have a look at both ends and just the way the day played out. I bowled a little bit from one end and a little bit from the other. So I don't think it's a case that I bowled from one end because I bowled better. I think everybody did extremely well. So yeah.
It wasn't much of a secret that Pakistan would try and prepare spinning tracks, but in the end they ended up going with two specialist spin bowlers, whereas you are fielding three. Knowing what you know now about how the day unfolded, would you still have gone in with three specialist spinners?
I think what you need to understand in the subcontinent is the toss plays a big part. The best batting conditions are in the first session or on day one. So they got the luck of the draw with the toss, and they maximized that. They batted well. Full credit to Sean and then Salman and Riz at the end there. I think they played extremely well. We created chances, didn't go away. I think in the subcontinent as well, you need a little bit of luck. A drag on, a nick. Umpires call decisions that don't go your way. On another day, they might. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, we need to rock up tomorrow because if we can restrict them to less than 380, I think we would have done a hell of a job. But I think the toss does play a role, and we didn't get the rub of the green, which is fine. But I think it was still a solid day.
Simon, you took one of the popular wicket of Pakistani player. So how happy you are, and when Babar Azam came into the bat, there is a lot of noise in the ground. So do you feel the challenge, or how excited you are after that wicket?
I think the biggest thing is that we know that Baba is a great player, and so getting him out, I think, outweighs any noise or public perception of him. I was quite surprised when Sean got out, how excited the crowd was that he was out, because it meant Baba was coming to the wicket. We had a good chuckle at that, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, you understand who he is and what he brings to the team, and seeing the back of him was important in how the day went.
Hello Simon, it's Shakil Khatak here. At one stage, South Africa was at upper hand, especially the Muthuswamy got back-to-back wickets at 199 for 5. So we have seen some drop catches from the South African side. Do you think that drop catches have damaged more South African side, or the Pakistani batters have played some great cricket?
I think, look, a bit of both. Nobody means to drop catches. It's the way that cricket goes. Sharp chances. It's a split second reaction. But I mean, it was a game of cat and mouse. They were obviously looking to counteract the spin, looking to sweep, paddle, hit the ball into sort of places where fielders weren't to try and manipulate the field. So yeah, I mean, they batted well. They've had the best of the conditions so far, but I think it's important for us to take the positives from today and make sure that we get those next 5 wickets as quickly as we can tomorrow.
You bowled impressively and bowled 25 overs. What behavior of pitch you are expecting in upcoming days?
I think much of the same tomorrow. As I said, I think the bounce might start to vary. I think the ball might start to keep low. And then I think once Pakistan bowls and Shaheen Shah bowls a bit, he's going to open up footmarks there. I'm guessing that their seamers will probably bowl a little bit more because they've got 2 out-and-out seamers. So probably a bit more spin from outside off stump, but I still think the best part of the wicket is going to be straight. If anything, it'll start to keep low.
Hello Simon, this is Ramesh Hussain from Park Passion. Just want to know how do you assess your performance of today's game? You bowled 25 overs and got the key wicket of Babar Azam. And the add-on question is, what will be the target in the mind of your first innings regarding Pakistan innings? Thanks.
I think I did okay. I would have liked to get more wickets. I think especially here, I would have been happy with 4 and going at 4.5 and over versus 1 wicket going at 2 point whatever. So I think okay. I would have liked to get a few more wickets. And then, I think if we can restrict Pakistan to anything below 400, I think it'll be really good. I mean, we're still going to have to bat well. They batted well. I think the biggest thing on this wicket is starting again, partnerships, losing wickets in clusters as they did on 199. We need to make sure that if we do lose a wicket that we build partnerships. It's pretty simple, but I think it's important, especially on turning wickets. It's difficult to come in and start. I think once you're in and you've got the pace of the game, it becomes a lot easier.